Nana to Kaoru, written by Ryuta Amazume, is a manga about a loser named Kaoru who has an S&M fetish. His hobby is buying a bunch of S&M toys, despite knowing that he probably won't have anyone to use them on. He has a childhood friend named Nana, who he eventually grew apart from as they got older. Nana grew up to be the opposite of Kaoru. She's well-liked, gets good grades, has lots of friends, and is extremely pure. One day, Kaoru is grounded, and he gets his S&M toys taken away. His mother gives Nana his S&M toys, so Nana can watch over them while she's out of the house. However, Nana gets curious and tries one of them on. The key wasn't in the bag Kaoru's mother gave her, so Nana has to rely on Kaoru to get her out. Once Kaoru finds out about Nana's predicament, he ends up teasing her and tries to figure out if she likes it or not. Nana ends up liking S&M, creating an interesting and strange relationship between these two characters. After I read the first few chapters of Nana to Kaoru, I couldn't explain why I liked it. It wasn't until watching the OVA that I figured out why I enjoyed this manga. The Nana to Kaoru OVA is horrendous. Everything the manga does right is thrown out of the window. The reason why Nana to Kaoru is good isn't just because it's kinky. Rather, it's because of how it's kinky. The OVA introduces us to Nana liking S&M right out of the gate, which ruins any tension that the OVA could have had. You most likely already know Nana likes S&M before reading due to the plot synopsis, so the surprise of knowing if she reacts positively or negatively doesn't exist. The tension that does exist, however, is seeing Nana's reaction and seeing how she gradually gets more and more into S&M. Even if you read the plot synopsis, there is still tension. That tension being within Nana's psyche. The reason Nana to Kaoru is so entertaining is due to how well it characterizes its protagonists. The manga does such an amazing job at showing how and why our two main characters like S&M, and what goes on in their heads while they are doing kinky shit. The reader gets to see what the characters are thinking in real time, and it really helps with immersion. The manga changes perspective logically and seamlessly. There are very little breaks when it comes to understanding what is going on in a character's head. It's constant action. The reader is privy to every detail. Every doubt, every fear, and every pleasure the characters have is on display for us to see, and it's so damn fascinating. It fleshes out the characters and makes them feel extremely real for what could have been a simple ecchi manga. Let's compare that to the OVA. During the S&M scenes in the OVA, we only really get to see Nana's thoughts during the situation, and even those are handled clunkily. Kaoru is painted as a mysterious and sinister pervert, which isn't Kaoru's character at all. Sure, he is a pervert, but he's not supposed to be a mysterious sex monster. The way the OVA paints him reminds me of the main character from Night Shift Nurses, which isn't Kaoru at all. Kaoru is just a regular teenager. He's unpopular and likes to jerk off a lot. He is written to be somewhat relatable, and even if you don't, or didn't consider yourself to be unpopular, or jerked off a lot, he's most likely going to strike a chord with you. Kaoru's emotions and social position are extremely relatable. I can guarantee that the majority of the people who watch this video have felt similar to Kaoru during at least one point in their lives. Powerless, uncool, unwanted. The only way to escape those feelings was with the coping mechanism. It could have been anything. Kaoru's coping mechanism is BDSM because it's the one thing that makes him feel powerful. It's one of the few precious moments where he doesn't feel like the world is against him. For once, Kaoru is the one in charge. And S&M for Nana is an escape as well. Nana has such high expectations placed upon her, and so many responsibilities, that S&M is the one time she can truly be free. For once, Nana isn't in charge, and nothing is expected of her. She is completely powerless, which is something she can't experience anywhere else. The expectations that Nana can't escape are gone, and instead she has no expectations placed upon her at all. And that brings me to what the OVA left out, and what makes this manga so good. Nana to Kaoru is a story about two teenagers who feel restrained by social pressures and who are trying to find themselves. It's excellent at showing that all teenagers feel lost and unsure of themselves, regardless of where they rank on the social ladder. Even though on the surface Nana to Kaoru doesn't seem relatable at all, it actually embodies all the struggles teenagers have with their identity, and it shows these struggles in a well-done and uncommon manner. Nana to Kaoru. Soft porn with heart.